Hey, how's it going? Kevin here at Colville Toyota. So, I have got a little bit of a special treat here. I've got a 2023 Toyota Crown. This is the very first one that we've gotten, and Toyota's been working a while on this car. Really quite stunning, and features-wise, this one's a limited. So, as standard, you get quite a bit more on the car. This is hybrid, so you're looking at a combined fuel economy of 41 miles to the gallon. Really not a whole lot of deviation between city and highway, which that's pretty cool. Normally with hybrid vehicles, where they really shine is your city driving, and your highway miles are usually lower. But with this, really not a whole lot of deviation, which is awesome. Features wise, we've got 236 horsepower. This has got an electronically controlled variable transmission. It's all-wheel drive. This has got the new Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. So what does that give you? We've got blind spot monitoring, pedestrian detection, lane keep. So if yellow and white line on the road, the vehicle's actually going to steer for you and keep you centered between those lines. And then if you look where that rear view mirror is, you actually see that little trapezoid looking thing. That is a forward facing camera. And then in the nose of the vehicle, you've got a radar sensor. So that gives you your adaptive cruise control. You can have normal cruise control activated as well, but when you're using the adaptive, you can actually tell the vehicle how close or how far you feel comfortable traveling behind the vehicle in front of you, and it's going to maintain that distance. So if they slow down, you slow down. If they speed up, you speed up. But most of all, the main thing is if they were to brake all of a sudden, your vehicle's going to see that and prevent a collision from taking place. Now, taking a look in the car here, this is a very plush interior, nice place to be. The majority of your vehicle's controls can all be done right here from the steering wheel. You can navigate your menu just with these little buttons here. You've got your cruise control and your lane keep. You've got road sign assist. So what that does, if you've ever been driving and you're like, what's the speed limit? I didn't see a speed limit sign. Your vehicle's actually going to recognize the last one you passed, and it's going to display it down there on the little screen. You'll be able to see it right up here. This has the new wireless in-tune system, and so no more cables for connecting your smartphone to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So you'll be able to just hook up with Bluetooth, and then you can wirelessly pair your phone to the car. Very, very cool. As standard, we've got heated and air-conditioned seats with 3 different intensity levels. You've got heated steering wheel. I've got auto and also high and low. So 3 different settings there. Dual climate, so you can have it hot, they can have it cold, or vice versa. You've got all your voice command controls straight from the steering wheel, and satellite radio, AM, FM, Bluetooth, and then of course you get your Amazon and Apple Music and any other apps you might want to use with the vehicle. You'll be able to take advantage of that as well. So this is what your new screen will look like, and you'll have all your little icons right here on the side. You do get a really nice feature with these new systems called Drive Connect. So what's Drive Connect? Drive Connect, you can actually ask your car all kinds of questions, you know, questions based on trying to navigate to a destination. You can ask it what's the weather. You can ask it health-related questions about itself. How many miles do I have till empty? How many miles until I need to fill up? And you'll actually have little microphones right above the driver and passenger. And with this new system, you can have 2 phones paired at once. So whether it's you or your passenger that's getting phone calls coming in on the system, it will automatically prompt that phone and connect. So with the Drive Connect, don't laugh at me if it doesn't work, but we'll see if it does. Hey Toyota.
How can I help you?
what's the weather forecast for the next 4 days?
Sorry, you have to be subscribed to cloud service to use weather feature. To learn more about what you can ask me, please say help.
So anyway, you see how the car woke up, and you can ask it things like that. Once the vehicle's purchased, then obviously that service would be activated, and the user could use that. Now, looking down here, we've got dual USB-C charging with a wireless charge port, so your phone would actually fit in there. We've got an automatic sequential gearbox, much like how the Prius has been in the past with its gearbox. You would bump over, now you're neutral, drive is down, and then reverse is up. Nice wide angle backup camera. So your blind spot monitoring, there's a little emblem in the mirror, and I'm not trying to get off track here. I am trying to stick to a theme here. Let's see if I can get over to that menu, if it'll let me. I'll have to play with it a little bit. Anyhow, right on the outer edge of the mirror there, you can kind of see it. There's a little emblem that'll illuminate amber, and then when somebody's in your blind spot, that'll brighten up. Now, with this backup camera and this nice wide-angle fisheye lens that you have on this camera, it gives you really good peripheral detection. And so, kind of here in Colville, where we are on Main Street, there's a lot of sideways parking. And if you got somebody parked next to you, it can be really difficult seeing past those vehicles. And so you really can't see if there's traffic coming when you're trying to get back out into the flow of traffic. Now, with that and that rear cross traffic alert that you have is going to alert you on that blind spot system. So between the two systems, you've got really good detection, and so your vehicle is going to help prevent any sort of accident from taking place. Now, down on this shifter too, what's B, you might ask? Well, you shift straight down when you're in drive, and that is your regenerative braking. So it becomes kind of like a little game when you're driving. Anytime you would be hitting those brakes, rather than actually use the brakes, you can go down into B, and you'll actually feel resistance on the car. It'll start slowing down. And people that have regenerative braking equipped vehicles, the likelihood of you having to replace brake pads like you normally would in the past historically is not high. I've known people that have owned Priuses for 200,000 miles and they've never had to do the brakes because they use that regenerative braking. And that serves two purposes. It actually sends power back into the battery bank, the heat from your brakes, to saw that as lost energy. And so they created a system that actually is topping your hybrid battery system off by using that braking. Pretty incredible. And then obviously, it's stopping you. Right here you got different drive modes, so I can bump that little rocker switch up and down. We just went into red, sport mode, normal, and eco. Okay, so what does that do? Well, that just limits how much fuel is being fed to the motor and how high you can rev. So it does that on purpose. Just keeps you a little more conservative with your fuel consumption. And then of course, if you were up in sport mode, that's basically telling the car the exact opposite. I want everything you got, okay? You do have a full dedicated EV mode. So if you're just putting around low speed stuff, you can actually use that EV mode at under 25 miles an hour. So stop and go traffic in the city, or if you're just running errands and things like that, that's a perfect time that you could take advantage of that and use that. And then one really nice feature, this does have the Panoramic Moonroof. And man, I just tell you how much that opens up the interior of the car, and it's just incredible having that and what it does to the feel in here. This car is equipped with the JBL audio system as well. So you've got a really rich premium sound to your speakers, and then quite a spacious back seat. You can kind of see here. I'm 6 foot. I've sat in the back, and my knees don't come anywhere close to touching the seat, even with them put all the way back. So, pretty awesome. You got memory seating. Sorry, I'm just trying to go over all the features as I see them here. I know this thing is packed full of them. So, you can have up to 2 drivers, and you can program in where you want your seat. You hop in the car, press your button, and the seat adjusts just like you had it. You've got automatic windshield wipers, so the car will sense when it starts raining and turn those wipers on as needed, as well as automatic high beams. So when you've got your headlights turned on right here and your high beams pushed forward and turned on, that forward-facing camera is actually going to recognize any oncoming traffic, and it's going to automatically tone your high beams down so you're not blinding people. Once they've passed, it tones them back up. So no more switching back and forth. Pretty cool. There's quite a bit more features on this vehicle, but just for the sake of time, I'll do a little walk around outside here. You've got these really nice 18-inch alloy wheels. Very sleek swoop back to the vehicle. Very, very spacious trunk. I'll show that to you here. Grab my key fob. And right on the key fob, you can open the trunk. Okay. That is huge. Now, just for reference sake, that's big enough that you could almost slide down inside that trunk. This does come with a full-size spare, your roadside equipment. You've also got keyless entry. So these little lines on the door, I could press that. The car locks, your mirrors fold away. As soon as I want to unlock it, I just grab the door handle and your mirrors open back up. You never have to take this out of your pocket. It does have remote start as well. So remote start feature through the app. Lock 3 times rapidly, and on the 3rd one you hold it down. See the light give me a flash? That means the car recognized what I wanted. And you can't really hear it because it's hybrid, but it is running. And then of course, you would get remote start feature through the app. What's the benefit of that? Well, your key fob's only going to work at maybe 100 yards. Your app, you could start the car 100 feet away, or excuse me, 100 miles away if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but if you wanted to, you could. So a lot of really cool features packed into this car. Awesome gas mileage with that all-wheel drive system. There's a lot of things that you're gonna get. A lot of value for money. Very, very plush. So I think that this would be an excellent choice. Really like to welcome you to come on down to Colville Toyota and come and check it out. We can take it for a drive, and then you can give me your opinion on that. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you saw some things you liked. All right, you have a great day.